What's going on, guys? Today's subject, the 7 areas of life, by yours truly. Hope is inside us. Acknowledgement of knowingness and to guide ourselves to this knowingness is within. Like, we wake up every day and we intend and we decide to go do these things to better our life. Everything is always on some sort of timetable, man, for us to move in this direction, achieving this outcome at this time, starting our day at this time, getting up, going do these things. In reality, we look up and it's already a fucking year gone by, 2 years gone by, 5 years gone by. And you have to ask yourself, are you really at a place that you really want to be at in life? If the answer is no, then I'm going to give you some insights on how we can really empower every area of our life. So this is going to be about a lecture about the fundamentals of empowering every area of your life. There's 7 areas of your life: mind, body, social, family, spiritual, financial, and vocational. There's been a couple doctors out there that talked about empowering every area of your life, empowering certain areas. And, this is probably one of the most highlighted, most rewarding, most impactful method that I came across in the study of them. And when we go and look at empowering every area of our life, we have to know one thing. How can I be in charge of it? How can I have control over it? So how can I have control over my mind, my body, my social, my friends, associations, control, in my family dynamic, control of my finances, control of my spirituality, and control of my career or my vocation or my life's purpose or purposeful work, right? Whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you're a nurse working at a factory, right? Like, whatever the deal is for you, how do we empower it and actually get to the next level? That's the question. So if you're sitting, listening to this, or wherever you are listening to this, I would take some notes. This is going to be some fire shit right here. Because a lot of humans are not doing this work. Like, you do have that type of individual, entrepreneurs, salespeople, business leaders, business people, that they're doing it. They're writing their goals. They're doing all that fun stuff. But this is actually getting it down in each area. Like, what do you want in each area? Like, you're living a life right now that you're not satisfied, you're unmotivated, you're uninspired, you're unfulfilled, and yet you keep doing the same thing. You turn to your phone to look inward of a device, be like a fucking cyborg, and you get your life consumed every single day. Take out a fucking piece of paper and a pen and write this shit down. I'm about to empower you and showing you the context of what the laws of the universe want you to do, and what God and what the universe and what the source and the soul that is calling you towards this. Write this down, because this is going to be profound, and this is going to change your life. If you're listening to this, it's going to change your life. You're going to love it. You're like, fucking that dude. Awesome dude. So we have to look at each area. We have to ask certain questions. Quality question states the quality of your life. So you write each section. You write mind or mental, body, physical, social or friends, associations, family, bloodline, spiritual or metaphysical, financial or wealth. And we look at our vocation or our life's work. So each area, if you spread it on a piece of paper, you write out what's the end in mind to each of these. What is the end in mind? The end in mind is the goal. So if you can look, foreseeing the future on how you want your mind to be, how you want your body to be, how you want your social life to be, how you want your family life, your financial life, your spiritual life, your vocation, how do you want each area? And define it. Pull up a thesaurus or a dictionary, and look up the words and start getting other meaningful words on how you want your life and label these things. Label them. For me, I want to be a genius. I want to be a godlike body. I want ecstasy, rolling, loving, blissful relationships with my family and everyone I come in contact with. I want to speak to those beings that can help me stretch and grow to the person I desire to be. I am enlightened. I am a billionaire. I am a multimillionaire. I am the greatest entrepreneur in my generation that succeeds massively. These are mine. I've been saying them since I was 19, 20. It's happening, guys. It's happening in my life. It's crazy. And I'm not the only one that's going through this. There's very skillful people and leaders out there in this world that can tell you the same thing. Having a goal in each area is very important. But having an end in mind, if you can think of yourself as this elite being, this God or goddess form that you are, what does that look like? If it was to walk the earth, walk the surface of the plains, of the rocks and stones, with the oxygen in the air flowing through your lungs, what does that being look like? Who is that? Get clear. Get clarity. Figure out, what do I want to do? How do I want to be in each area? That's your first question. How do I want each area to be? How do I want each area to be? What does that look like for me? What does that look like for me? How do I want to make an impact in each area? How do I want to make an impact in each area? Think about it. You're running around your phone. I got a text. Scrolling on IG. Doing all these things. Pathetic. You're not doing nothing. You're not getting nothing done. You're not putting the work in. You're not doing mental work. You're not writing your goals. I got books full of my goals. Pages in each area. Each area. And guess what? I'm going to have it even more. It's going to come. It's coming now. I'm already experiencing it. I'm already going through it. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm so blessed. And you know what? I don't have to show nothing to no one. There will be a day and a time and a place where, yes, you might see me more on camera and all these things. And I'm going to tell people how I did it. And I'm going to tell people exactly the formula. This is part of the formula, guys. If you miss this, cool. If you get it, cool. I love it either way. My job is to impact and inspire on this planet. And it's guiding me to all these things to understand. It's guiding me, my soul, my spirit, my guides, my ascended masters. They're guiding me to understand more truth about things, to depict it and to understand and to decode, to find the philosopher's stone, to find the alchemist, the laws that works and governs this whole reality, and to utilize everything and to maneuver and to bend and form reality based off of what I choose, because I'm working the laws, I'm working the design mechanism, I'm plugging into the infrastructure, and I'm typing the code in. You know, I'm formulating. I'm a sorcerer. I'm an ascended master. I am an elite being. And elite beings understand the laws. Elite beings know how these methods and theologies and ologies and different philosophies work, and how the laws work, and how things are governed. They know. It's not a coincidence. There is no mistakes. You have a choice. You either can empower yourself and to define each area, or you sit around for the next 5 years thinking like, what the fuck happened? Everything that I'm doing, everything that I did, and everything I experience, it has led me up to this point for things to work and manifest how they have to. You cannot question a damn thing. You cannot question anything. Yes, you make the choices consciously, subconsciously. I think both. I think you basically make both. Believe it or not, you do. And the thing is, when you start doing and being, you start doing, you become more of that doing, which becomes being, self-realization, causation and causality or duality. It's designed for us to bend and form realities when you apply yourself. So getting clear is a part of it. Getting clear in each area is a part of bending your reality and shifting and formulating your environment around you and the life that you want. I'm getting everything I've always wanted. It's such a blessing. And you can too. I'm not completely there how I want. And, you know, I got a lot of work to do, which I'm okay with that. I know that's the process. But I'm getting there. And if I can share insights and share my love and inspiration and methodologies and show that and express that and give that, that's a form of my love. That's a form of something I have to reach out and to talk about. So if we come back to your piece of paper and you've written already all the things that you want in each area, and you think at the end in mind, the end in mind can be a couple forms. It could be your most strongest elite being in a couple years or 5 years, right? Or 4 years or 3 years, what that looks like. Shit, it could happen next year. Like, you could write that down. And then obviously the ultimate end in mind, looking at when you're sitting on a chair, old ass wrinkly, old baggy skin, wrinkly. What did you contribute? What did you do in this life? In what areas did you empower? And what did you accomplish? Like, these are cool goals, yeah. But if you were to look at that and reverse engineer and see what that would have to do, you would get vision. Your source, your soul, guidance will be given to you on how to do that. It would speak to you in vision and in voice. Those that can listen to the voice and vision internally doesn't need external influences outside themselves. Because the inside vision and voice is so profound, reality bends and formulates, and it moves with that being. There's nothing outer that he has to do or she has to do to go get and change the things. It doesn't work like that, guys. It doesn't work like that. And the more you force and the more you try to be physical to force these things, the further it's going to actually go away from you. So you have to realize where you are in life right now. And you have to realize, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to contribute? How are you trying to make an impact? What is it that is going to give me fulfillment? And yeah, like financially, you can write, oh, I want $10 billion. Cool. Everyone does. But like, that doesn't make sense. You got to provide a value in the service. You got to get clear. right? The clearer you are, the more in tune your being will be committed to actually following that out and following through with that and making that an action step or a game plan, right? And to execute on that. Make it reality. Make it real. Don't make it fantasy. If you make it fantasy, it'll never be real. You have to do things that are realistic, and you have to know to label these things and to label them accordingly and label it in steps. You start with something basic and you go to something advanced, you go to something exquisite, and then you go to something impeccable. You know, I'm always defining these areas. But I've been saying in my mind over and over and over again every day, or at least I try to do it every day. It's becoming a reality. You know, I experienced a lot already in my life, and I don't know, I just feel like there's so much that I wanted to say and so much I wanted to do for certain people, and I wanted to give my love to them, and I wanted to be with them and be there for them. But I can't, because I have to focus on what's the most important thing, which is yourself. You have to change and make the changes, and they're tough sometimes. It sucks, I know. I fucking hate it sometimes, because I don't want to break someone's heart. I don't want to break a girl's heart. I don't want to break nothing, you know? And I had to walk away and keep it chill, you know, and not keep a poker face, you know, or just not show emotion. I had to walk away from things. Relationships, great relationships, women that loved me, you know, relationships with owners of companies and prestigious groups, you know, because it's not the right fit, man. You got to know how to walk away from things, even though they're great people, loving people. Your voice and your vision will speak to you at times, and you have to follow that. And when you do, miraculously, beautifully, gorgeously, things flow. You harmonize with the universe. You harmonize with reality. Reality favors you. The laws of the universe favor you. You are anointed. You are in tuned. Nothing can bother you. Nothing can affect you. You have the abilities. And as you work this process, you work the 7 areas of life, and you get clear and you define these areas, you start working on them. And you work and you work and work every day. Every day, write it out. Why not? Type it out. You fucking speak it out, you know, whatever. But if you're not doing this, I mean, where are you going? You're wasting so much. You're losing things. You're missing out on so much great knowledge, on so much potentiality that you have within that you're not awakening. It's your birthright for you to awaken your potentiality and to expose deeper depths of skills, abilities, of values that you have. If you're not doing that, what the fuck are you doing then? Scrolling on IG, on TikTok, watching people dance? Like, you're idiot, stupid, dumb. So stupid. Why would you do that? Pathetic. It's annoying. And I see couples doing that all the time. Like, stop. Be together. Love. You know, be. Just be. Stop being plugged into these phones. Get away from being on your phone to consume. Make shit for others to view and to love. That's what I'm doing. I'm not in a position to look at what others are doing. I do not care. I'm sorry. I really don't. But this is one thing, though, I do care. I care about them. If they're close to me, they know that I don't have to watch or like or do anything because they know in person that I love them. That's true authenticity. That's true connection. And this is true connection, giving you the data and the information here so you can take a piece of the puzzle, run with it, and collect it to put it down and to go find another piece of the puzzle. Or as I give it to you, you can kind of start making this collage together for yourself. You know, and it's a beautiful thing. There's going to be times that you doubt yourself. There's going to be times that it doesn't make sense at all. And you don't like your condition. You don't like things happening. You feel like shit. You feel bad. It's polarity. It's both sides. Laws of the universe. Law of polarity. Got to have both. Got to have complementary opposites. You got to have yin and yang, hot and cold, nice, mean, kind and cruel, attract, repel. You got to have them both, guys. If you're excelling in life, then things will fall at times, but the falling is not a permanent state. It is a temporary state. It is the role that the law of polarity have to represent, and the law of rhythm, the law of how it flows. What must come up must go down, and what goes down must come back up. If we apply this energy, our spirit, our matter, and create optimal thinking and have confidence and is ethical and with a spirit of love. A warrior has a spirit of love. We operate at that. Nothing can ever limit us in such reality. No mortal being can affect an immortal dream. Nothing can define us. Bounces off like, whatever, fuck it. Cool. On to the next. I'm good. What's up? What we doing now? Let's move. Done. So I leave you with that. Get clear. Know each area. Know what you want and just write it out. Type it out, like however you want. But at least get it out of your brain so that way you can define it. And use the dictionary. Use the thesaurus. Use the thesaurus. The thesaurus is designed for you to use different verbiage. And that verbiage can elevate your thinking. Like I write all the time. I'm writing a book. And the book, I gotta use different words. So I look them up. Look your words up. Look the things up. You'll be surprised what you come across because you'll create a new vocabulary. You'll define terms and pronunciations on your terms, on how you would like to conduct and express them. So get clear, write it out. Even get like note cards and write each area, mind, body, social, family, spiritual, financial, vocational, and then look at it, and on the back of the card, write out one sentence what that is, one word of what that is. Mindset, impeccable. Body, Greek god or goddess. Social. I can go on and on, right? So I leave you with that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding. And I appreciate so much. My heart's filled with gratitude and appreciation. And I give that to you. Take care.